Hi friends, very good morning to all of you and welcome to my Educational Academy. Friends, in this session we are going to study the 5th chapter of 8th class NCERT, the Social Sciences book, Geography. Friends, in the previous chapter, that is 4th chapter, we understood about the primary activities, especially about the agriculture, and we have also seen some important crops and the conditions required for their growth. Right friends, in this chapter we are going to study industries. Industries are an important component in the secondary sector, secondary activities. Right friends, secondary activities or manufacturing change raw materials into products of more value to people. Right friends, industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals, or the provision of services. Right friends, we will now try to see the classification of industries. Right friends, industries can be classified on the basis of raw materials, size, and ownership. Hence, when we classify industries based on the basis of raw materials, friends, industries may be agro-based, mineral-based, marine-based, and forest-based, depending on the type of raw materials they use. Friends, agro-based industries use plant and animal based products as their raw materials. Right friends, similarly mineral based industries are primary industries that use mineral ores as their raw materials. Friends, the products of these industries feed other industries also. Friends, iron made from iron ore is the product of mineral based industry. So this is an important example. Friends, this is used as raw material for the manufacture of a number of other products such as heavy machinery, building materials, and railway coaches. Friends, marine based industries use products from the sea and oceans as raw materials. Similarly, friends, industries processing seafood or manufacturing fish oil are some examples. Okay, friends, forest based industries utilize forest produce as raw materials. Friends, these industries associated with forests are pulp and paper, pharmaceuticals, furniture, and buildings. Right friends, based on the size, industries can be divided into small scale and large scale industries. Friends, similarly, cottage or household industries are a type of small scale industry where the products are manufactured by hand by the artisans. Right friends, the small scale industries use lesser amount of capital and technology as compared to the large scale industries that produce large volumes of products. And similarly, investment of capital is higher and the technology used is superior in large scale industries. Friends, in this picture you can understand the some of the cottage industries. Okay friends, based on ownership, industries can be classified into private sector, state owned or public sector, and joint sector, and cooperative sectors. So based on ownership, industry can be classified into these categories. Okay friends, private sector industries, these are owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals, and public sector industries are owned and operated by the government, and some examples are Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) and Steel Authority of India Limited (SAIL). Friends, joint sector industries, these are owned and operated by the state and individuals of a group of individuals. Okay friends, similarly cooperative sector, in this sector industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw materials, workers, or both. Right friends, here Sudha Dairy, example of Sudha Dairy, it is an important important organization run by cooperative sector. Friends, you should know that Anand Milk Union Limited, that is Amul, and Sudha Dairy are success stories of a cooperative venture. Okay friends, now we will go and see the important aspects, that is the locational factors of industries. And here in this picture we can see the important locational factors are raw material, labor, capital, market, and similarly transport, land and power. Okay friends, the factors affecting the location of industries are the availability of raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport and market. Friends, sometimes the government provides incentives like subsidized power, low transport cost and other infrastructure so that industries may be located in backward areas. So this we can call it as the policy of the government. Friends, industrialization often leads to development and growth of towns and cities. We call them as industrial towns. Okay friends, now we will understand the industrial system. Friends, an individual system consists of inputs, processes and outputs. And we will try to understand the industrial regions. Friends, industrial regions emerge when a number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefits of their closeness. And major industrial regions of the world are Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia. Okay friends, in this picture you can see the industrial regions where industries are located close to one another, and because of that factor they benefit from each other. We also call it as the agglomeration effect. So here you can clearly see the eastern part of Northern America, the western part of Europe, and as well as similarly the eastern part of Europe and also eastern part of Asia. So these are the major industrial regions. Friends, industrial regions tend to be located in the temperate areas near seaports and especially near coal fields. So these are the important locational factors. And friends, India has several industrial regions like Mumbai-Pune cluster, Bangalore-Tamil Nadu region, Hooghly region, Ahmedabad-Baroda region, Chota Nagpur industrial belt, Visakhapatnam-Guntur belt, Gurgaon Delhi Meerut region, and Kollam Thiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. Right friends, here an important case study is given, that is industrial disaster in the Bhopal, that is famously or infamously called as Bhopal gas Bhopal gas tragedy. And please try and remember some information about the Bhopal gas leakage. Right friends, now we will try to understand the distribution of major industries. Friends, the world's major industries are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry and the information technology industry. So these are the major industries at present. First one is iron and steel industry, second one is textile industry, and the third one is information technology industry. Alright friends, the countries in which iron and steel industry is located are Germany, USA, China, Japan and Russia. Friends, textile industry is concentrated in India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan. Since recently Vietnam and Bangladesh also emerging fast in the textile industry sector. Right friends, information technology industry or the Silicon Valley of Central California and the Bangalore region of India. So these are the two major regions where information technology industry is located and is fast growing. Friends, we will try to know one important concept, that is emerging industries are also known as sunrise industries. Friends, these industries include information technology, wellness, hospitality, and knowledge information. Right, friends, now we will try to understand the iron and steel industry. Friends, uh, iron and steel industry is comprises various inputs, processes, and outputs. Friends, this is a feeder industry whose products are used as raw material for other industries. So you know very well that the iron is used in all in almost all aspects of our life, and the iron and the steel industry feeds other industries, for example to make the heavy machinery that can be used for production of other goods. Friends, the raw material is put in the blast furnace where it undergoes smelting, and it is then refined. So friends, this is the process of making iron and steel. Friends, the output obtained is steel, which may be used by other industries as raw material. So this is the process of producing iron and steel. Friends, here you can, in this picture, the we can understand the process of manufacturing steel. So coal and iron ore is used, and so, similarly limestone is used, and the output is the steel. Right, friends, steel is often called the backbone of modern industry. Almost everything we use is either made of iron or steel, or has been made with the tools and the machinery of these metals. So you can understand the importance of steel in our day-to-day life. Right, friends. Now we will try to understand some history of iron and steel industry. Friends, before 1800 AD, iron and steel industry was located where raw materials, power supply, and running water were easily available. And later, the ideal location for industry was near coal fields and close to canals and railways. Friends, after 1950, iron and steel industry began to be located on the large areas of flatland near seaports. Friends, this is because by this time steel works had become very large and iron and ore had to be imported from overseas. Friends, in this picture you can see and understand the changing locational factors for iron and steel industry. And gradually the iron and the steel industry shifted from the raw material based the factors shifted from raw material based to market and transport based. Right, friends, in India, iron and steel industry has developed taking advantage of the raw materials, cheap labor, transport, and market. Friends, all the important steel producing centers such as Bhilai, Durgapur, Burnpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro are situated in a region that spreads over 4 states. Those are West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, and Chhattisgarh. Right, friends, in this picture you can see the distribution of iron and steel industry across the world, and you can find out that it is really concentrated in the eastern part of North America, and similarly western and eastern part of Europe, and in Japan also. And similarly you can see the some the iron and steel industry has some significance in the eastern part of our country. Right, friends, Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Vishakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu are other important steel centers utilizing local resources, and this is the locations of our iron and steel industry in our country. Right, friends? Now we will try to understand the iron and steel industry and its establishment and development in our country at Jamshedpur. Friends, before 1947, there was only one iron and steel plant in the country, and that is Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, TISCO. Friends, TISCO was started in 1907 at Sakchi near the confluence of the rivers Subarnarekha and Karkai in Jharkhand. Friends, geographically, Jamshedpur is the most conveniently situated iron and steel center in the country. Okay, friends, in this picture you can see and understand the various resources those are available close to the iron and steel factory in Jamshedpur. Right, friends, Sakchi was chosen to set up the steel plant for several reasons. Those are, this place was only 32 km away from Kalimati station on the Bengal-Nagpur railway line. So because of this, transportation of raw materials and as well as the transport of finished iron and steel becomes easy. Friends, it was close to the iron ore, coal and manganese deposits as well as to Kolkata, which provided large market. So the location is close to raw materials and as well as also to market. Friends, similarly, government initiatives provided adequate capital for its later development. Okay, friends, similarly in Jamshedpur, several other industrial plants were set up after TISCO, and they produce chemicals, locomotive parts, agricultural equipment, machinery, tin plate cable and wire. Okay, friends, the development of the iron and steel industry opened the doors to rapid industrial development in India. Okay, friends, now we will see one more area, that is Pittsburgh. Friends, it is an important steel city of the United States of America, and the steel industry at Pittsburgh enjoys locational advantages. Friends, some raw materials such as coal is available locally, while the iron ore comes from the region, from the iron mines of Minnesota, about 1500 kilometers from Pittsburgh. Friends, between these mines and Pittsburgh is one of the world's best roads for shipping ore cheaply. Those are the famous Great Lakes waterway. Friends, today very few of the large steel mills are in Pittsburgh itself. They are located in the valleys of Monongahela and Allegheny rivers above Pittsburgh and along the Ohio River below it. Right, friends, finished steel is transported to the market by both land and water roads. Okay, friends, now we will try to understand about the cotton and textile industry. Friends, the cotton and textile industry is one of the oldest industries in the world. Friends, in the 18th century, power looms facilitated the development of cotton textile industry, first in Britain and later in other parts of the world. Friends, today India, China, Japan and the USA are important producers of cotton textiles. Okay, friends, India has a glorious tradition of producing excellent quality cotton textiles. And in this picture, friends, you can see some of the important regions of cotton industry. Okay, friends, here you can see India. In India, the cotton textile and cotton industry is located in western parts of western region and also to some extent in the southern region. And here you can see the domination of industry in eastern China and also in Japan. And similarly, you can see concentration of industry in Europe and also in Eastern North America, and to some extent in Eastern South America, Eastern and Southeastern South America, in Brazil and Argentina. Friends, when it comes to Indian textile industry, the muslins of Dhaka, chinges of Masulipatam, calicos of Calicut, and gold wrought cotton of Burhanpur, Surat and Vadodara were known worldwide for their quality and design. Friends, but the production of hand woven cotton textile was expensive and time consuming. Okay friends, the first successful mechanized textile mill was established in Mumbai in 1854. Okay friends, initially the industry flourished in the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat because of favorable humid climate. Friends, but today humidity can be created artificially, and the raw cotton is a pure and not weight losing raw material. So this industry has spread to other parts of India. Friends, Coimbatore, Kanpur, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ludhiana, Puducherry, and Panipat are some of the other important centers of cotton and textile industry in our country. Okay friends, here one important fact, that is above 1/3 of Indian textile industry's total production is exported. So apart from domestic consumption, a major chunk of our textile production is exported to other countries. Friends, now we will try to understand the textile industry at the major important center, Ahmedabad. Friends, Ahmedabad was often referred to as the Manchester of India. Okay friends, favorable location factors were responsible for the development of textile industry in Ahmedabad. Means Ahmedabad is situated very close to cotton growing area, and this ensures easy availability of raw material. And similarly, the climate is ideal for spinning and weaving. The flat terrain and easy availability of land is suitable for the establishment of the mills. Friends, the densely populated states of Gujarat and Maharashtra provide both skilled and semi-skilled labor, and well-developed road and railway network permits easy transportation of textiles to different parts of the country, thus providing easy access to the market. Friends, Mumbai port nearby facilitates import of machinery and export of cotton textiles. Friends, in the recent years, Ahmedabad textile mills have been having some problems, and several textile mills have closed down. The reasons are it is due to the emergence of new textile centers in the country, as well as non-upgradation of machines and technology in the mills of Ahmedabad. So friends, you can understand the aging of machinery in the textile industries, and their failure to adopt new technologies is one of the main reasons for their sickness in the present sickness in the textile industry in our country. Okay friends, now we will understand about one more important center, that is Osaka of Japan. Friends, it is an important textile center of Japan, also known as the Manchester of Japan. Friends, the textile industry developed in Osaka due to several geographical factors. Those are the extensive plain around Osaka ensured that land was easily available for the growth of cotton mills. Friends, warm, humid climate is well suited to spinning and weaving, and the river Yodo provides sufficient water for the mills. And friends, labor is easily available. Location of port facilities location of port facilitates import of raw cotton and for exporting textiles. Similarly friends, the textile industry at Osaka depends completely upon imported raw materials. friends. This is all from this chapter. I hope this information will be useful to you in both prelims and mains examinations. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day. See you next time.